Alright guys, hey, it's Shotgun Syntax, and I go by Havoc now, so you better call me that. This is my Let's Play of Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. This is my first time playing it, so we're gonna see how it goes. I've already gone through and fucked with all the settings. Now! I don't know if you've ever played a game with me before, but here's how it goes. I play on easy mode for time constraints. Now, I know you want to see me playing on normal and eating shit all the time, but dying over and over, it gets really exhausting, and it's not fun. So, number 1, the first chapter. One last fight. You're on the lookout for your old mentor, Dowd, whom you've not seen in 15 years. Rumors speak of a clandestine boxing club that uses black magic and bone charms at the Albarca Baths. At the Albarca Baths. Could he be there? Yeah, there's also tutorials. I'm not gonna play them. So.
My name is Billie Lurk, though there aren't many people who remember. For years, I stayed hidden, captain of a ship called the Dreadful Whale. I was a smuggler, fence, and maybe traitor, depending on who you ask. Our names are always overshadowed by the words whispered after them. If you hide from the world long enough, eventually nobody remembers you. Then you're alone, living with your choices. But I could never forget the man who pulled me up from nothing. Dowd, the Knife of Dunwall. A name called out by the desperate or the dying. The assassin who ended one empress and saved another. Shame burns inside you for a long time. When I betrayed Dowd, he let me live. I left Dunwall and my own name behind. For years, I wondered if I was worth forgiving. For years, I laughed at myself for even wanting a killer's forgiveness. Sometimes mercy cuts deeper than any knife. Now I know that forgiving is something you do for yourself as much as for the people who hurt you. I know Dowd is in Karnaca, and I'm going to find him. Every night for weeks, the same terrifying dream. A street fight, my arm dead and lying in the gutter, my eye gouged out by a Grand Guard sword. But when I wake up, they still hurt for hours. Gives me the creeps. This always brought me a little comfort. You stole this for me, didn't you, Deirdre?
Ew, what the fuck
now
is
it's all I
that?
have left of you.
Is that your wife?
Another relic from the old days. Still holds an edge, at least.
Why are the textures
That boxing
so
club in the
ugly?
Albarca Baths is my last lead. Dowd has to be there.
Oh, I can look around. Okay, so what's up with the textures? Low! Hold on a second. Yes. That's better. Oh, that's not good though. Oh my god. Zoom, mouse, keyboard, aim, sensitivity. Whoa. Let's start at 55. Do we like it? It's a little too much. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a good start, you know? Yeah, I can work with that. Contracts. At any time, you can review your list of contracts from your journal. Press J to open the journal and go to contracts. Yeah, no shit. Okay. So you can activate the markers on targets, and some additional hints are provided in the description. If you succeed a contract, you'll be rewarded with a good amount of coin and sometimes by a bone charm. Ooh! Give me that. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm sorry. An eyeless hag stole my poor Milky. He's white as a whalebone, but riddled with disease. It breaks my old heart to ask this of you, but if you find my Milky, put him out of his misery and burn his remains. Save him from the cursed eyeless, and save Karnaca from another plague. And industrial espionage. Those thugs at the Albarca make potions and bone charms. Upstairs, their liquor is vile, but it sells for good coin, and we're losing punters to them by the day. Bring us the rat liquor recipe before our brewery goes out of business, and make sure to destroy their stock while you're at it.
Burglary, spying, picking pockets. Dowd taught me more than just killing. It can keep me afloat. For now. Is this what you would have looked like, my sweet Deirdre? I would have died soon after you, if it hadn't been for Dowd.
Renowned natural philosopher and painter Anton Sokolov returned to Tivia this week after years of retirement in Karnaka. Sokolov, whose inventions and technological marvels are famed throughout the Isles, was greeted with the fanfare and do a national hero. A parade in his honor culminated in a festival on Mastrov Square in Dubkova. Dubokva? Dubokva. Dubkova sounds a lot better, to be honest. Dubokva, where Sokolov gave a brief speech announcing the establishment of his studio. When asked about his future plans, the inventor responded, "I've already had enough for several lifetimes," or "I've already done enough for several lifetimes," as it were. The inventor was overwhelmed by the infernal noise of the parade and left the celebration early. He gave no indication whether or not his studio would accept apprentices.
Good to see the old man made it up north. I was lucky to know him. I wonder what poor soul is dealing with him now.
I like that the boat is bobbing. I'm not moving, the boat is bobbing. Renovation projects in the Tower District are finally underway as the last funeral rites were performed for High Overseer Yul Kulan. Yul Kulan? And the Brothers of the Faith, who died in an attempt to retake Dunwall Tower from the now deposed usurper Delilah Copperspoon. Deposed. More like decomposing. Ha ha. Or disposed. Ha ha ha! I killed her. The Abbey of the Everyman has spent the last several months consecrating and interring the remains of the fallen, while also removing dangerous and heretical objects from the Imperial Palace. Why is the Abbey still around? That's my fucking question. Fuck the Abbey. Anyway, with representatives from the Isles beside her, Empress Emily Caldwin issued a statement yesterday morning urging unity in the wake of this great tragedy. The Empire's strength is in its diversity of thought and action. Working together, there is nothing we can't accomplish. We are pleased to reassert our partnership with the sovereign nations of Morley, Serkonos, and Tivia for our mutual peace and prosperity. Following these proceedings, several imperial proclamations have been issued, with the aim to restoring trade networks and communication across the Isles. Several large-scale public works have been announced, with architectural firms in Serkonos, and Morley already competing for the mission. Yeah, I know, I'm putting on voices. I get fucking bored reading this shit.
So, Her Imperial Highness is back on the throne. If she knew what I was doing now, she'd probably try me for treason.
Billie, please, the guitar! It does appear that Billie plays the guitar. It's not like when you're playing, Ooh, The Lonely Rat Boy and Other Tales. Now, The Lonely Rat Boy is, I believe it was an animatic that was released by the company who made Dishonored. It was the year the rat plague sank its bloody teeth into Dunwall and tore out all its mercies. The year the people who lived, submerged within the shadows of the city's great edifices, suffered the most. This lonely child knew no family but a small white rat. Whatever pieces of half-rotted food he found, he shared with this creature. He knew no name, only the vile curses thrown at him by the thugs and mudlarks who tormented him daily. Their fists raised, their knives on his skin. How they grinned, baring all their blackened teeth. The boy, bruised and shaken, cradled his little friend to his chest as they sat together in some dark alley for a moment's breath. Soon, the city watch found him. "Move on," the watchman said. The boy did not know where to go. He pleaded with the man, who answered with a truncheon across the youngster's cheek. "Move on," he said again with a scowl. The boy turned to run. "He'll be weeping soon," he heard the watchman spit. "Oh, excuse me." The boy's heart stuttered with fear. The boy's heart stuttered? Boom. The rat watched him plaintively with red eyes. "No one will help us," the boy said to his only friend. He gets powers. He strikes back. He dies. Why not? I keep hitting E to interact with objects. Was that how it was in, what is it that makes me do this? Exactly. Oh! I don't recognize this man. Is that the Duke of Serkonos? I don't really remember. I remember him looking vaguely like that, Duke of Bell. But, okay, so it's shift to... Whoa! Okay, so we're gonna have to stop reading things.
I've been searching for months. I know you're here, Dowd. Somewhere. That club is run by a gang that call themselves the Eyeless. They claim to fight using black magic. If that's true, then Dowd might be involved.
If you want to read these, pause. I can't read them all. I might go back through and do recordings of each thing, but overall, you know, I can't read them all. I'm gonna read this though, because this is interesting. Huh.
Karnaca is full of secrets. If I have any clues about where Dowd is, it's because he let me find them.
This
Dowd's
is the mark
had
of the
outsider in his hand for as long as I've known him. I've gone through every gang-infested slum asking after this, and no one would tell me a thing.
How do I do that? How do I put my... I can't believe I forgot. Controls, mouse and keyboard. Keyboard mapping. Sheath weapon, hold F.
Everyone in Dunwall was afraid of him then, but not me.
T. Thomas! Thomas! Okay, very, very old, somewhat obscure lore. Dowd had a second in command named Thomas. He was a whaler, too. You really only saw him in, like, the very beginning of, what was it, not Knives of Dunwall, but Breakmore Witches, I think? I thought he died. But, yeah, Thomas. Apparently he's alive. I'm just assuming that's Thomas. It very well not be Thomas. And I know that I'm looking around a lot, but I'm looking for, like, consumable objects. Oh my god. This isn't my ship, is it? Holy shit, it is. Yo. It looks so different. I'm getting motion sickness from how fast she moves. Is that weird? Maybe I should take my glasses off. Do you think that would help? But then I wouldn't be able to fucking aim. I'm looking for, like, money or consumables. Like, I know it's not the most fun to watch, but, like... There's nothing. I bet there's just fucking nothing.
This station hasn't been used for years. Hiding the dreadful whale wasn't easy, but it's safe so far.
Do I have to jump? I think that's like my only option, isn't it? Am I docked or am I just chilling? What the hell is that? Is that supposed to be a fish or like a leaf on the water? Oh, okay, so it's like a rickety shitty little dock. And it was control, I think. And weapon. I don't know, man. This is like a shitty fucking place. I'm not falling. Buddies! I can hear rats because of the thingy. Press F to hear the thoughts of the rats. They will whisper to one another, exchanging information about what's going on in the streets and basements from their point of view.
What can you tell me today, my little gutter friends?
The friend listens. The friend hears us. One of us. One of us. But ugly and big.
Hey!
Still friend.
That's it?
She fed us many times. Tossed us grains and crumbs. Loud voices came. Metal flashed. More blood and floods on the floor. Our first feast. We let her up. Salt drips down pipes. Shimmer. Burns us. Fire from inside. Scent of heat and death. Dangerous food. Flee small places when the water comes. Flee low places. Drip, drip, drip fills up street. Makes us cling on to new danger.
I'm not sure if it's talking about the flooded district or the high tide. But I'm guessing that the tide's gonna be important later. Like, in some way, the tide is gonna matter. I keep expecting to see someone and I'm like, why is that not jelly beans? I am upset. Don't be upsetty. Ride the carriage, you're ready. Don't be upsetty, eat some spaghetti. Or paschetti, if you're like me, because I'm awful and stupid. Time to make Zoom. Man! I know this is supposed to be, like, cinematic, but I'd rather just walk. Because I like walking places. Is that a female on the bench? I'd hate to assume her gender, but...
All right.
Hey,
You
look,
all
it's
look like
me!
the bath shouldn't be far.
Am I wearing a mask? Parpadilla. See, what bothers me is that you can find these all over the place, but you can't consume them. But you can eat, like, a pear, but you can't drink them. This isn't the right hound. Okay, but what if there's something underneath it? There you go, buddy. Incantations, strings. A gang of my sister has scratched up bones, rat liquor. Oh, so this is one of Delilah's old followers. One of the ones that made the ghost hounds, which I always found were really easy to kill. You just destroy the skull before you get too close to trigger it, you know? Am I allowed to be in here? Buddies, buddies, buddies! Hi, buddies.
Sings along in the dark. Weeps, drink, dark blood of your screaming kin. Hunts us. His night is fast.
You seemed out.
From here, silent with fear. They carry scratched bones, carved wood, blood, and soft feather. No use. Death still finds them. Tried to hit us, tried to burn us out. Swallowed, crawled legs, bited at soft flesh, bited eye and head and heart.
I would have loved to do these lines. Okay, so they killed the woman who was experimenting. Press C to crouch. They killed the woman who was experimenting on the hound. I do believe. Crouch. I don't know if you knew this, but I'm a lethal person. Dun 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 dun. Let's just take you back to where you ought to go. Oh! Finally! Some common sense. That was beautiful. Okay, guys. I brought you a snack. Here's the snack, buddies. Okay, so it tells me that I can come out of crouch by hitting S, but this is actually really well made. Karnaka Foundry. They love what they do. So he was looking at me. That's me. You got anything in here? A wrench. Just some metal bits.
Could be a gimmick. But if they really do use magic, then I need to check it out.
Wow. I haven't found a single consumable yet, and that's bothering me. Ah, it's so fucking bright. Well, if you hadn't turned your burn yourself so big. Fuck you. What's in here? What? What, huh? Voltaic implies volt. Finally. I don't need to eat that, but I'm gonna. I feel like Booker DeWitt every time I eat something in Dishonored when I don't need to. Just shoving things in my mouth because it's faster than. I thought that was a banana, but it is a sponge, in fact. Hi guys! Are you my friends? Wait, hold on, I want to listen to you.
White selfish and sweets, white eyes and tongues, delicious food. Leave them in gutters for us to eat.
If you feed the rats the bodies you find.
You saw our orders. Captain says to find out what the eyeless gang's doing inside the Outbark.
I know what they're doing. That place reeks of black
How
magic.
do I...
You see the people who went in there? Go after them and they'll curse your cod with pus blisters. If you're lucky.
Ah, you and your superstitions. Don't believe all that hocus pocus. Come on, let's finish this.
They're all dead now. Give me that. You got any pockets? Whoa. It's got blood on it. Ha ha ha! Yes, 'twas I. That didn't help me at all, but thanks. Okay, so what do you got for me here? Nothing? You got nothing? Hey, Saul. There's a bone charm nearby. Look closely. Gee, I wonder if it's over
I've heard
here.
a few things about the eyeless. Some of it's strange. None of it good.
Hey guys, do you know where the bone charm is?
Sick madness in their minds. Hordes of us in streets and sewers all feared us. Bite, 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 bite.
Hold us. Okay, there's a bone charm nearby. Hey, how you doing?
I'm not drunk enough to have a conversation.
Ruins the neighborhood, that's what it does.
Does
the
it
body
now?
don't feel safe anymore.
A body doesn't feel safe? Well, I can guarantee you there's a reason why.
We're playing dice tonight. You win.
Are you in to play dice?
Halfpenny charlatans don't do squat.
Man, everything's been reclaimed by the jungle here. I'm kind of loving it. Hello, doggo. Are you a good doggo? Are you friendly doggos? Can I eat these? Thanks, guys. Bye. Oh. Goodbye, guys. Don't kill me. I'm sorry. Well, the doggos aren't chasing me anymore.
Old Duff's offering a new bone charm tonight. Says it stirs up
Yeet.
the virus. Gets the juices flowing
Eat
through the
him.
veins, keeps your head clear for the fight. You reckon I should get one?
No, no, no! Don't waste coin on Duff's whalebone gewgaws. They don't do squat. Want your vitals stirred? Get some Scarlet Nightshade ointment. Rub it on your chest before the match. You'll see.
Scarlet Nightshade? I tried Black Nightshade elixir once.
You
Supposed
ate
to put strength in
Nightshade?
the Swing. Rubbed it on and lost all feeling from the neck down for a fortnight. Numb as a dead cod. Couldn't walk and stand from piss without touching self. Nah. I'll stick to Duffy's.
What's in here? Well, it's somebody's home. Or it's an empty house. Okay, so I need the apartment key. Man, where have I heard that before? Fucking everywhere, that's where. Do you got anything in your pockets, sis? Yoink.
He wants the rent on time? Maybe I just won't pay at all. Who's gonna say anything?
Try the rat liquor if you want a true taste of the Albarca.
I don't know if I want to eat that or drink that, as it were, sir. That sounds less than pleasant, to be honest.
Something's up.
That sounds like something I don't want to put in my mouth, you know? It just doesn't feel very smooth. I think I'm gonna lower the sensitivity again. I know, right? I'm doing it again. It feels a little bit better.
I told her it was the wrong type of oil, but they don't want to listen to me. Next time, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Where was the bound charm, do you think? Where is that lucky charm? You looking for something, buddy?
If I can just make it through this shift, then I can go and have a mug of something and feel a little like myself again.
I started to hear fucking La Vie en Rose, and I was like, ah!
Another day like yesterday, and I think I'll give it up.
Man, that whistling is awfully
Better off in the
shrill.
void than another day like that.
Go away. I need to prepare for my fight.
Are you a female Gilwell? What you got there, buddy? Nothing. You got nothing.
I only caught you